3, 2, 1. Hello everyone, this is Sanjay here, and welcome to the very first episode of the Simpsons Screenshot Recreation Show. Name probably will be changed within the next few shows. This is a show that I've been wanting to do for a while now. I don't really want to call it a podcast because, every other Tom, Dick, and Harry has created a podcast, and I want to be a little bit different. But also, I feel like because this is a audio show and also a visual one, it's more of a show rather than podcast. I don't know what I'm doing these days. I don't even know why I've created this. No, actually I do. It's because I've had the idea of wanting to do this for a while, and I thought what better time than to start now. This is hopefully when you guys see this, it will be the brand new year of 2021. Happy New Year, everyone. I hope you guys had an amazing Christmas, Boxing Day, and New Year's. Hopefully we are all massively recovered from our hangovers and are still going to work in a lovely, optimistic way. God knows it should be better than 2020. Here's hoping. And so, obviously, this is by the time you watch this and hear this, this is the first month of the brand new year. So what better way to start the Simpsons Recreation podcast show? It's not even a podcast. The Simpsons Recreation... I can't even remember what the hell I've called this. The Simpsons Screenshot Recreation Show. What better way to start this off than by talking about the very first episode from season 1, which is, as we all know, is the Simpsons roasting on an open fire. This is the Christmas special and the first episode to introduce us to the Simpsons on TV. Just a little bit of, before I talk about it, what you're seeing now is me attempting to draw a screenshot from The Simpsons, hence the title. I should point out I'm not going off a script or anything, otherwise I would have made it abundantly clear that what the show is. Basically, I will be reviewing Simpson episodes, and I'll be picking a screenshot from the episode, and I will be attempting to draw it in about an hour, giving myself an hour's time frame. So 1 hour to draw a screenshot, completely freehand, and just by eyeballing the screenshot. And this can go either horribly wrong or somewhat fairly decent, as I'll let you guys be the judge when you see the end of this episode, what the screenshot looks like. Spoiler alert, it's not the best, but it's a decent first attempt in my opinion. I'm someone that's been into drawing for quite a while, and I always love the idea of drawing from references and trying to recreate stuff through freehand. And I thought, well, I love The Simpsons, and I also love drawing, so let's combine those and create like a little challenge and hopefully a fun show that you guys will be entertained from. Oh god, it's not even 3 minutes 20 and I haven't already talked about the episode. Let's get into it. So this is the very first episode which introduces us to The Simpsons. Obviously Marge and Lisa, Bart, Homer, Maggie, and also gives us an insight into the sort of lives of The Simpsons. One thing I've made a few notes here, just crudely based ones, but basically what it's about is Homer is working at the nuclear power plant, and he doesn't get a Christmas bonus, which means that the family's going to be strapped for cash during Christmas. Now, that wouldn't be too bad, because Marge has a huge jar full of cash, which is the Christmas spending money. However, they have to spend that to get a tattoo removed from Bart's arm. He had to get it through laser removal. And so it's basically about Homer finding out how he's going to get the cash for to buy the presents for all the family, whilst not telling them about it, so their hopes and dreams aren't ruined on Christmas Day. This is a good episode. I don't know how to review shows properly or anything, but from watching it again, I really enjoy this one. I thought it was obviously just looking at it in detail, I've forgotten quite a lot of things. Like, obviously it's the first episode and they're trying to introduce so much, and obviously the voices are slightly different than what we hear now, but you can still tell that it is the characters. what I really like is it introduces Homer as someone who is just, he's a guy that, he loves his family. He's also someone that, it's just a typical, a standard family man, like a family dad. He wants to do the best that he can for his family with what he's got, and he also cares about them a lot and wants to, he doesn't want to ruin their days, and he's got that pressure of, I want to make sure my family is well looked after, even though I don't really have the means to do it. I thought that's a really good character trait, and I kind of wish that they carried that out throughout all the other seasons. Obviously, we know about Jerkass Homer, but that's something we'll have to tackle later on in the episodes of the show. I will be talking about, I got to talk about how obviously at the end of it, they do get a Christmas gift. It's Santa's Little Helper, because Homer, after getting some money working as a mall Santa Claus, gets $13 that he takes to the racetrack, as advised by his friend Barney Gumble, who says bet on a horse called Whirlwind, because he's the favourite. Homer disengages this and decides to go to put all his money, on Santa's Little Helper, which comes in last place and is completely terrible. After the racetrack owner throws him out, saying, you've come in last for the last time, and he runs to Homer, gives him a look on the face, and Homer says what I think is probably the greatest line of the episode. He's a loser, he's pathetic, he's a Simpson, implying that, they're not the perfect family, they're not going to be the smartest, or they're not as well, I guess, well off as other people, but they're people. They're a Simpson, and I thought that was just really lovely. This episode, man, is filled with a lot of things. Like I haven't even gone through my notes, but there's just obviously it's crudely drawn, like a hand drawnness, and I noticed that it was from. Is it Klasky Chupo, the guys that created the Rugrats and Are Real Monsters, like those Nickelodeon ones? And you can tell, just looking at the faces, looking at the expressions, this has definitely got them written all over it. And there's also, I believe, got Brad Bird's involvement in it too. Yes, the guy who did the Iron Giant and who did the Incredibles, he also worked on The Simpsons too. I don't know about the writers because I didn't actually look at it, but I don't think Conan O'Brien was working at this time, but I'll look that up later. Anyway, what I found was quite funny was just the visual jokes mixed with the music. Like, there's this one scene in particular where Homer's trying to find the Christmas tree, and he drives past all the signs that have the trees and their prices, and they keep getting higher and higher, and just the Walking in a Winter Wonderland song is playing just as he keeps driving, as his expressions get angrier and angrier. I don't know why, but it's just so funny just hearing that again, and just seeing that, because it just shows like his, without doing a lot of words, just the music and the facial expressions, it really hammers in the joke. I found it interesting that during the beginning of the episode, when we see the kids do the Christmas show, Lisa is actually doing a tiki dance to be Tuwanga, the Santa Claus of the southern seas, and I thought that was pretty cool because it showed that she's doing a tiki dance and with the fire and everything, and people are all like amazed. I thought that was pretty cool, introducing her character as someone who's, even though she's just a kid, she is quite, she is brave, she's adventurous, and she's out there. She's not like like a typical student. I also noticed that Ralph Wiggum and I believe it's Todd from the Flanders, their voices are quite different too. Obviously, they're not as high-pitched as we see in other shows. I think that's, again, because it's the first episode, they're all finding their characters' voices. I kind of prefer them to be like that, but also, I don't know, maybe, and I don't know where I was going at that point. Are you guys still listening to this? I hope so. It's nearly 10 minutes. This is... Well, this is obviously going to be the first show. I'm trying to look at my notes. I don't know. As I said before, I really liked how it just introduced all the characters, showing Patty and Selma, their disdain for Homer. It showed Grandpa Simpson obviously just being Grandpa. It was a good first episode to set up not only the characters, but it was great that it was Christmas because it gave us an opportunity to look at, the characters not at their best, but also at their worst too. There's some beautiful scene where Flanders has turned on his lights and Homer's just looking at the lights of the Flanders and looking at his house, and just bows his head down just in disappointment because obviously the contrast between light and darkness, he can't, he feels like he's a failure. Obviously he's not, because now he's given the family a dog for Christmas, which is probably one of the greatest gifts you can give to a family. I thought that was really cool. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is the very first episode of the show, and I've been talking for nearly 11 minutes now, and I don't know if you guys are getting sick of my voice or not, but I'm just gonna leave it at that. I don't know what else to say. Hopefully, within more episodes of the show, I will be getting better and better at this, hopefully. I plan to do at least one a month for the first season of The Simpsons. Let's see what happens. I might be able to do one every fortnight if I can, but I'll stick to once a month. And by now you will be... the drawing has been completely finished. I didn't even mention the goddamn drawing. As I said before, this is completely freehand. I'm just looking at the screenshot and gave myself a 1 hour time limit. I don't know why, because I like to punish and challenge myself. And as you can see now, the drawing is it is not the best. I don't know. You know what? For someone that's only had an hour to draw it off by freehand, I think I did a sort of good job. Not the best, but I think I can definitely do better. It's not the best, but you know what, I'm quite happy with it. And I also, if you can probably see by the date, I did the drawing way back in August, and you're listening to this now, so that's how long it's taken me to put out this episode, mainly because of time restraints, mainly because I've been a bit scared to put this episode up. But you know what, I thought, fuck it, why not do this show? I don't know if you guys are going to enjoy it or not, but I'm going to keep doing it because it's something that I would like to keep doing, and we'll just see what happens. So if you've enjoyed this pilot of a show, then again, kudos to you. I'm glad you found some enjoyment out of that. I really hope that you guys, if you want, stick around for the next few episodes. Hopefully that they're going to be a lot better. Might actually write a script this time, or I might wing it. Who knows? But stick around for the drawing. Stick around for my thoughts on the Simpsons episodes, and I will see you guys in the next episode, which we'll be covering Bart the Genius. So until then, I'm Sanjay Parbu. Take care. Have a great 2021, and we'll catch you guys later. Bye.